What's up, race fans? Daniel Blair, Jim Holley of Race Day Live. This is your post-race show, and Shane McElrath, he wants to do it with us. Hey, he wins the 250 class. He wants to talk about it. Shane, big win, aggressive ride, made some stuff passes, made it happen.
Yeah, it was a really tough race tonight, and it was one of those where you had to wait on a mistake from somebody else, and they did make a mistake, but I wasn't really all the way in a position to take the place, so I kind of had to work my way in a few times, but it felt good to just race like that and be confident and be aggressive. But man, it was a tough track all day, really, just with the conditions. It was hot at elevation, the bikes were slower, really dry, really windy, so it was not your typical Supercross, but it was a fun day.
And Jim, for Aaron Plessinger, he comes in wanting to get the win, maybe pad that lead a little bit, and ends up losing some points.
Yeah, he did. He lost a little bit to Adam Cianciarulo. He's 13 down going into that shootout in Las Vegas next week. This man here, Shane, though, he's only down 24. He's still in it. 2 points behind Savacci, though. But in my opinion, you know, in watching that, you were very patient in that main event. You let the race come to you, and you were making that outside line work for you in the whoops. I mean, when you're sitting back there, you know, a lot of guys will go really hard and try to get up to the lead, but you were patient. Hey, these guys are going in the middle, I'm making this outside line work, and that's where you made your passes.
Yeah, and today with being at altitude, we were just trying to make our bike work good. And being on a 250, I mean, we're really at a loss of power. I mean, the 450s have so much power that they can just go and do things. But for the 250 guys, I mean, I made changes every time I came off the track. So we had a whole new setup lining up for the main, and it's like, okay, well, I got to feel it out on the hot lap. And so I got a little better start, but I struggled with the same thing last year. So yeah, and like you said, with the championship, I mean, 24 points, I didn't know that, but
that's my job to know that.
We don't wish bad upon anybody, and it's hard to say that, but at the same time, like just like what happened tonight with Jason Anderson, I mean,
2 flat tires for Aaron next week. Would that be okay as long as he's safe?
If he's safe, that's fine. I mean, you never know what you're going to get with racing, and I mean, it was 95 in Vegas 2 years ago, and then it poured rain for the main event. So don't wish bad for anybody, but on a track like this, it seems like this is when more bike problems happen, and Vegas is kind of the same way.
All right, we're going to talk 450 now. Thanks, appreciate it.
That's it? He's out?
He's not in that class.
He said he didn't watch much of it.
Well, in that 450 division, Jason Anderson obviously is. You want to talk 450?
You gonna let me?
You can talk 450 if you want. Okay. What'd you think about Jason Anderson going down that first corner?
Like Marv said, I mean, it's racing, and it sucks that happened to him. I mean, I know that right now is mentally a tough part in the championship, and not that he's really one to play it safe, but that's just a freak thing that happened. I mean, really the last time I seen that happen like that bad was Reed when he was on Cowie at A1. It was probably, I don't know, 2010. So yeah, it's a bummer for Jason, but he's still got the points lead, and now next weekend is probably going to be a race like it was last year.
Can we finish? I mean, you get the showdown next week. You probably need to go and get ready for it. Can we finish?
Yeah, you can finish.
All right, cool. Marvin Musquin obviously then gets the win. Yeah. Eli Tomac was charging, and this is really awkward. Well, I know Shane's sitting right behind me. It's a little awkward.
We can you can't keep rolling with it. I mean, come on, we got to just roll with it, you know.
Marvin gets the win. Eli Tomac, tough break, but he gets up to second.
Well, and that second, he had to fight for it. You know, you got to remember that when he fought for it, he was battling with Blake Baggett there, and he made a mistake in that left-hander there. Blake Baggett finishes up third, but like you said, 14 points. 14 points now going into Vegas for Jason Anderson. He worked up, he finished up 17th. He gained 6 points, you know. That's all he got. Marvin got the maximum 26. It's going down to Vegas.
Definitely is. And for Jim Holley, Daniel Blair, and Shane McElrath, this was your official post-race show.